Back Pittsburgh, PA, with the man, the legend, Howie Bell. How you doing today, Hal?
Great.
And we're with a special guest tonight. We're in his Wexford home. Jimbo was nice enough to invite us over for this interview. The man, my legend, James Lamanna. They call him Jimbo.
You're too kind. You're too kind. And it's what a treat to be able to have the legend, Howie Bell,
Thank you, Jimbo.
in my home.
We
had a very nice night breaking bread together
We
and
did
catching up
finally.
on old times.
Yes.
Both grew up in the East End, Squirrel Hill. The mean streets of Squirrel Hills, they were called back in the day.
Okay. Let me ask you a couple questions. First, we'll start with you, Jimbo.
Okay, sure.
What do you remember growing up in Squirrel Hill? What are some of your fondest memories?
Well, growing up at the bottom of Blue Slide Park, obviously spent a lot of time there, played a lot of sports. That's how Howie and I originally met. 1978 Tigers.
1978 Tigers.
That's
yeah.
right. We
yeah,
were on
we almost won it.
that team together. Yeah, unfortunately we came up a little short.
Well, we did
in the
have the
championship.
sports.
Yeah,
You know,
it was one of my
it was a
better
great season, though.
better series. Great season, yes, I agree. Squirrel Hill was the melting pot.
Right.
You know, as an Italian kid growing up in Squirrel Hill, the percentages were very low of Italians, but a lot of good friends, Jewish friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, and it's the same here. I had many like an African American friend.
Yeah,
friends too.
Alderdice.
Yes,
I went to
and
Pittsburgh
even some
Central
Spanish
Catholic.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spanish kids, yeah, more prevalent now.
Yeah.
That Obama is allowing close to 5 million illegal immigrants to become.
Well, it's only gonna go
Only
up,
go up the percentages.
up and up.
All right, Hal. When you grew up in Squirrel, you played Little League with Jimbo.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What do you remember as Jimbo as a kid? What kind of kid was he? Was he a good kid, a bad kid? Was he helpful with the baseball?
Well,
he
he was boisterous.
Okay.
You know, if he saw that maybe we were slacking off, even in practice, he used to tell us about it.
Oh wow!
You know, yeah. So, and you know what? That's a great teammate. I mean, you actually made that team better.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes, I mean, you know, it's what you have to.
I wish I would have played a little better in the World Series, though.
Well,
sometimes you got to lead by example, not words. You know.
Yeah, but you know, there was a few times we had leads and us squandered it.
Yeah.
So that means to tell you that maybe mentally, we were mostly into it, but what we thought we had the deal done, and the deal wasn't done. That's the team that we won a championship a year previous,
Previously.
and we thought that that we were going to have the number, and we fell short.
Right.
I mean, so
All right,
just
Jimbo.
like them, in the Super Bowl.
All right, Jimbo. Back in the day,
Yes, sir.
I mean, everyone loves you now. You're the man. Back in the day, you had a reputation back then as becoming somewhat of a bully.
A little angry back in the day.
Okay, you were like,
little angry back in the
basic.
day.
You were a man of principle.
Right.
I mean, kids might have seen you as a bully that were doing something wrong when you corrected them. Am I right or wrong with that assessment?
Well, that's a
Delicate subject. That's right. We don't want. Maybe you don't want to answer this on camera. Delicate, so to speak.
That's just delicate. Let's just
So
leave it
at that.
You know.
Could you ever see Jimbo, like if someone hit Howie Bell? If someone hit Howie Bell, literally, if they were picking on Howie Bell, okay? If it did happen, what would you do? How would you take things into your own hands? And don't sugarcoat it.
If somebody laid a hand on the legend,
Right.
I might have to intervene. Just a
Okay.
bit, yeah.
Well, I know you've intervened on some instances before,
Yes.
but you don't want to talk about them.
No. The statute of limitations.
All right, it's over, though. It's over 30 years.
Well, that's okay.
We'll
We
just
don't
say
wanna get
that
back
I believe that we should all get along.
All right. And how about you, Howie? You always refer to Jimbo as your favorite Little League teammate.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
How good of a hitter was Jimbo back in the day?
I tell you what. I mean, I think that he was pretty remarkable. Well, quite actually, the best power hitter that I played with was Bobby Qualters. But
Wait a second, Howie. No.
the best power hitter, but okay, I'm laying this on the but. Well, Jimbo was a better all-around player.
Okay. But
Okay, because he did what had to be done. If he could knock a guy in with a double, he just didn't have to play a long ball. And I can't say enough about his defense. So,
Wow,
you
that's
know.
very flattering. I
Yes,
appreciate that.
yes.
Do you agree with
know?
the assessment, Jimbo?
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't speak to that. I mean, I'm very flattered.
Jimbo's
he
kind of
would
modest.
put
He's a
me in
modest
that
guy.
Category, but I really enjoyed my time on the years on the teams with Mr. Legend himself, Bell. It was very strong, tight.
Yeah, I mean, we had a great,
We had a
great
lot
group of,
great.
group of
Here
guys.
we are,
back
30
then.
some years later.
Yeah, and what
Still
year am I
sitting
talking
in
about?
fire-
What year was that, Al?
Fireside chat.
1978.
So that's 36 years ago.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, and we were on the brink of another magical season.
And what happened, Al?
Well, we squandered a couple leads in the championship series, and you know what? I mean, there's sometimes you have to tip your cap to the other team. I mean, we left them an opening, and they just broke it down.
All right. As
So we had to
usual,
finish the deal.
the man, the legend, Howie Bell, and our guest tonight, the man, Jimbo Lamanna.
True pleasure.